So you're driving down the highway and all of a sudden your service engine light comes on. What do? Panic. Alright, so obviously if you're driving down the highway, don't panic, right? If the service engine light comes on, hopefully it's not anything serious. I bought something last week that'll help you find out why the service engine light comes on. Something to diagnose. It is a scan tool. It looks something like this. This was inexpensive, about $20 or so. It's by Oxgord. And the way these work, you may have seen these before. You plug this into the port, the computer port, below the dash, usually I would say on the steering wheel side of the car. And this will give you a readout, a code. And once you have that code, in this particular situation, I grab my book and it'll tell you what the code is. I don't know if the webcam will focus on that. But for example, a code P0217 is engine over temperature, I guess, condition. That would lead me to believe it might be low coolant, a leaking coolant, maybe a bad thermostat. And if I'm not sure, I could just look up that code on the web. And maybe it's something that, if you have that code, maybe it's something that you might be able to fix yourself fairly inexpensively, to fix that particular condition if you have that code. But something like this I bought to keep for myself, and I used this last week to reset the service light on my son's car, and so far the engine light has not come back on. I believe it gave me a code, something about misfire condition. I guess it could be a bad spark wire or a spark plug wire, a bad spark plug, bad gas, moisture. It could be a number of things. The car runs fine, but anyway, I reset the code, and if I reset the service light rather, and if the service light comes back on, then I'll have to get the car checked. But something like this, hey, it's the holidays, so maybe this will make a great gift for someone who likes to work on cars. For this, I bought this for myself. So check it out. It's something very easy to use, in my opinion. I'll have a link for this below in the show notes. Of course, the real question is, does this use Linux?